Hi folks, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg, this is All About Candles, and welcome to the first episode of Love at First Sniff, ? I know I've been starting a whole bunch of new channel segment ideas lately, and Love at First Sniff ? Is basically gonna be where I do a first impression sniff of a particular candle. I've ended up with a whole bunch of sort of random one-off candles that I want to get around to introducing to everybody because they're gonna be put into my cycle of reviewing, etc., etc. And I was reached out to by PR at a company called M&Scents. And they wanted to send me a candle for me to talk about on my channel, and they gave me the option to pick which candle I would like to try, and I settled on Pink Beach. And it arrived to me just like this. They were very efficient and quick about things. I sent an email one day and I think 2 days later it was at my door. So I'm not gonna say no to a candle, you guys. I mean, come on. So the company is M&Scents, Pink Beach, and it just says scented candle, 100% natural wax. I can't really see where it says what kind of wax specifically. It just says natural wax. Let's open this bad boy up and see what's inside. Oh my, this is some interesting wrapping paper that I don't think I've seen wrapping like this on a candle before. It feels kind of gross. It's like this very catacomby, almost like a honeycomb situation, and it's kind of freaky actually, but you know what? This is a really good way to wrap a candle. It's very hard, so yeah, you can't really bend it at all, and it's actually just a really small piece of stern cardboard. But I like this because it doesn't take up much space and it's obviously easily compostable. That's interesting. Anywho, we're here to talk about the candle, not the packaging, guys. Pink Beach, this is cute. It's like a really large mason jar, hey? Now, I have seen M&Scents candles before online. Obviously I get lots of targeted candle ads whenever I'm on social media and what have you, but I think I've seen this candle before on Amazon. And to be really honest, I mean, they're sending me this candle assumably for some feedback. To be really honest, there was just nothing really about this brand that stuck out to me and made me want to click on it. You know what I mean? And also I feel like the name, it's M&Scents, M&Scents. I think the name is a little bit, the brand name doesn't really convey to me what their specialty is. Pink Beach, 100% natural wax. It says, loosen up your mind in the lovely pink paradise filled with ripe fruits, lush flowers, and sheer vanilla. It's 19.4 ounces. This is a pretty substantial candle, and I really do like this pink mason jar. It's a little bit opaque, so I think it's gonna look really pretty when it's burning. Let's get into the fragrance. It's 2 wicks. Oh, that smells nice. It's 2 wicks. They look to be like a thin core wick. Okay, so this is somewhat in the vein of Fiji White Sands from Bath & Body Works and Coastal Sands from Homeworks. 2 candles that I actually just quite recently finished burning. Scent notes are ripe fruits, lush flowers, sheer vanilla. Now, this is a nice fragrance. It doesn't smell like a cheap fragrance. It does smell like a fairly well-balanced sort of fragrance blend. But there is something about it that is just a bit too cutesy for me. And now that is my fault. I did ask for this candle based on the scent notes that I was reading. It is a nice fragrance, but it is just a little bit too sweet in a, I don't want to gender it, but it's very sweet in a very like girly fragrance kind of way. Do you know what I mean? Like it does smell a little bit like it could be like a body care product or a lip gloss that is targeted towards like a teenage girl audience. It's not a mature fragrance. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not a good fragrance. It might just not be the fragrance for me. On the top, what you get is a pretty like nondescript, sweet berry floral, possibly like a strawberry raspberry type situation, but not a super natural, grainy berry vibe. It's like a very smoothed out, leaning towards a bit of an artificial smelling berry vibe. And in the mid-range of this candle, there is a floral, which I like a little bit more. It's not like a strong white floral. What do they say? It just says ripe fruits and lush flowers. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say that it's like a little bit of a rosy scent note. And then in the base, there is quite a smooth vanilla, and I actually really do like the finish of this fragrance. It does sort of round out that bright, sort of nondescript berry that I'm getting on top. I think I like it. And I also think that it might be quite a bit more interesting when it's being burned. Yeah, I like it. I like it, but if I'm being 100% honest, I'd have to say that there is the berry note on the top leaning a little bit too artificial for me. However, I can tell that there's some balance in this candle with the floral and the vanilla, and so I am quite hopeful that it will come alive a bit more when it's being burned. Does anyone have any experience with the M & Scents brand of candles? I'm gonna start burning this one pretty quickly, and I will do a full length review when it's done. And I'm gonna research the brand a little bit more and sort of see what they're all about and do a bit more comprehensive video once I've burned this and can give you guys the full tea. But I would like to thank M & Scents for sending this out to me and letting me try a new brand. They had quite a few different fragrances that appealed to me, but right now I've just been on a bit of a roll with these sort of like beachy floral candles. I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking it more and more every time I smell it. I will say that. Pink Beach by M & Scents. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. My first episode of Love at First Sniff, ? Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, my dear candle-loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, folks. Bye now.